Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, and this is Dice at Dusk. I've decided to take a few of my articles and reviews on diceatdusk.com and convert them into videos for YouTube. I wanted to start with one because it's the holiday season. I love the holiday season. Christmas is my favorite time of year just because of the gifts. I've already started a wish list for my wife, and it's a list this long with probably like $3,000 in board games. But I wanted to start with my article that is 3 stocking stuffers for 3 different types of gamers. Now for this video I've actually added 2 bonus ones, so make sure you stick in and look at those ones too. The first one I want to talk to you about is a solo game, and for somebody that just wants to get a game to a table. I am like this. I have a bunch of solo games that sometimes you can't have, or there's nobody around, and you just want to get it to the table. So the first one I have here is Friday. Friday is a game where you will be guiding Robinson Crusoe through an island, trying to explore the island further, and just keep progressing along. And the way you do that is by it's building a deck. You start your deck with talents or lack thereof, trying to accomplish just simple tasks like exploring the island further. But there's cards in here that are good. There's cards in here that are bad. The ones that you start with are mostly bad. But as you go, you start beating these or achieving these little objectives that you go to, and you can build your deck up. I love the game because the cards do have 2 purposes. I love it when cards have multiple purposes. So one side of the card is going to be explore the island further and how much you need to beat that, what number of value you need to beat that. And then the bottom half of that is what you will receive and what will be added to your deck when you keep going. And it is very fun. It's very, very hard. I have yet to beat it, but it's a fun game and really, really easy to get to the table, and it fits nicely in a stocking. The next one I have is Roll For It. Roll For It I don't have here, but it's a fun game. It's 2 to 4 players. If you buy just one of the games, they come in 2 different games. And both of them are 2 to 4. But then they came out with a deluxe version, which is just those 2 games together, and then you can play 2 to 8. And what you're going to be doing is rolling dice. It's almost a Yahtzee-ish. You're going to be rolling dice and trying to match your pips, the pip amount on it, with what's on the card. So say a card has 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to roll your dice, and you have a 2 and a 4, so you're going to dedicate them to that card. Somebody else will go, and then you'll come back, you'll roll again, and say you get those numbers you need, you put them on that card, and then you get those point values. There's point values for every card, and as it goes up, the higher 15 point value cards are usually, you're going to be using all your dice in your hand. But you're going to, first one to 40 points wins. And this game is great. It's small. It fits in a stocking. It's great for anybody. Like kids. I would say my 3-year-old niece could probably do it. And it's just a really fun game. Really easy to learn and very, very easy to teach. And it's quick. Say you have kids going to school. It's something that they could play before they even go to the bus stop. But it's a great idea for them, and I really recommend it. So check that one out. It is Roll For It. The next one I have, I kind of cheated a little bit because the box is actually too big to fit in a stocking. Unless you have like a Walmart size stocking or something. But that is Hive. Like I said, as you can see, the box is kind of big. But I like it so much, and I feel like this game is supposed to be in a stocking. So I guess I hacked it a little bit. What I did is I just took the little pouch that's inside of it, and this will fit in a stocking, and then you just hide the box until after Christmas, and then you give it to them. But in this game, I'll show you on the box, it's almost like a chess variant. It's abstract strategy. You are using bugs. You have a queen that you're trying to protect, just like in chess, but it's a queen bee. And instead of your knights and rooks and pawns, you have ants, beetles, grasshoppers, and they all move differently, just like in chess. You're going to start your hive, and within a certain amount of turns, you lay your queen down, and you're going to be moving these bugs around, trying to capture or surround your enemy's queen bee. And it's very fun, and I'm terrible at strategies. I still play it, but I'm terrible. It's fun, and it's just, I don't know, watching this hive move around and all your bugs move. It feels good when you play it. It looks really good. But I definitely recommend this. I've worked with Gen 42 and Johnny Yanni before in like giveaways and stuff, and I really like how he changes, I guess, a classic game like chess into a game that's just different. And this I do recommend, even though I did cheat with the size of the box. Now, for the two extra ones that I told you I would show you. The first one is, it's a niche type game, I guess you would say. It's almost like the bandwagon that everybody's going on. It is a Rick and Morty game. I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty, so I love the game. I played it with my wife, who's never, she actually hates Rick and Morty, and she also liked it. It was an easy game to pick up and teach, and that is Rick and Morty Total Recall by Cryptozoic Games. They have a bunch of these. They have Mr. Meeseeks box. They have a whole bunch of different Rick and Morty games that they've kind of pushed out. But it's a game where if you've ever watched the episode, you will love it. Just because of the cards that are on it are characters that were in the episode. And I guess to give you a little background of the episode, there are characters in the episode that aren't normally in the episode, that are actually parasites that are they implant memories into your brain to make you think that they were there the whole time. And what they're trying to do is figure out who is a parasite and who is real. And that's exactly what you're doing in this game. You are trying to figure out which one's a parasite and which one's real. And you do that by little action cards that will let you do certain things. So it'd be like peek at an identity of a person. This one it's cooperative. It's not like you have the solo game before. You have competitive, the abstract strategy, and hive. This one is cooperative, where you're talking as a team, and you're like, oh, okay, I think this one here is, I think he's a parasite. Can anybody shoot this guy? You're gonna lose by shooting humans. You can't shoot too many humans, and you're gonna win by shooting parasites. That's it. And it's easy. It is very easy to play and easy to teach, but it probably isn't a game for everybody. If you're into Rick and Morty, I would say you're gonna love it. Just like really any of the other Rick and Morty games, it's that heavy theme, and it's fun, it's enjoyable, and you'll laugh the whole time. But other people, they might not get it. The last one I have is I played this recently for the first time by FunWiz. I went to their booth, and this was at PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia, and it's called Brew Dice. And it is if you have somebody that has nothing but like massive games and just deep into games, they're not going to like this game. This is a speed game with absolutely no thought. You are rolling 3 different dice, and there's cards with beers on them. What's really cool about these cards is they're actual beers that are around the United States, and it's actually pretty neat to see them. But what you're doing is you're matching up it's either a can, bottle, something like that, a glass, and then you have snacks. So one die will be a bottle and can glass die, and another die will be like the snack die, popcorn, pretzels. And then you have one more, that's the coaster die. Each coaster will have a certain design on it. So it's circle, square, and I believe it's like a star pattern. What you're doing is you're just rolling. You're constantly rolling dice. Everybody's going at the same time, and you're rolling, and every time you get one, you set it aside, and you roll next, set it aside until you can match that card up, and then you take the card. First one to take 5 cards wins. And I asked the guy at the booth, I said, how can we make this into a real drinking game? And he said, the way that they've done it is if you didn't get the card, you drink. And I feel like I'm not very coordinated, so I feel like I would just be drinking all the time, which isn't a bad thing. But it was fun to play, and it was quick. I think we played 2 games in maybe 15, 20 minutes. But it was very, very fun. But yeah, that's it. These are the games that I would say if you have people that you think would like them, they would definitely go into a stocking. Again, you would have to cheat a little bit for Hive, but it's well worth it. And it's fun. So if you like this, go to diceatdust.com. You can read the article. You can read some reviews I have, which hopefully I will be slowly bringing them into videos. And have a good holiday season.